Hey sports fans, I'm Leo. Welcome back to Sports English.
And I'm Buddy. Leo processes a defeat like a philosopher who misplaced his snacks.
Loss has layers.
Last week, you described a bad result as character-building weather for the soul.
I regret nothing.
Today, we are talking about what to say after your team loses.
Pain, dignity, and useful English.
If English feels fast, stay with us.
It's not about understanding right away, it's about staying with the sound.
We will keep this one simple, honest, and easy to repeat.
3 lines again. Sad, useful, surprisingly graceful.
First, that was a tough loss.
Second, they gave it their all.
Third, there's always next time.
If you can say those 3, you can sound calm and natural after a bad result,
Even if your heart is doing dramatic things.
which is highly likely.
Today is for people who want to react without sounding either too cold or completely destroyed.
We support balanced sadness.
Let's start with a small scene.
2 friends after the final whistle,
One takes the loss with maturity.
and one writes emotional essays in his head.
We know who is who. Leo, that was a tough loss.
It was painfully organized pain.
They still gave it their all.
Yes, they worked hard. They fought for it.
That matters, even when the result is bad.
It does.
And, well, there's always next time.
The oldest sports medicine in the world.
Still useful, though.
Very useful, especially when you are trying not to collapse into a chair emotionally.
So if my team loses, I can say those 3 lines and still sound natural.
Exactly. Sad but functional.
A beautiful target.
Let's break it down. First line. That was a tough loss.
This is a very natural way to describe a defeat that feels painful, disappointing, or hard to accept.
Tough means difficult, hard, emotionally heavy, or simply unpleasant.
So if your team loses a close game, a final, or an important match, you can say, that was a tough loss.
Exactly.
Another useful word here is disappointing.
Good one. If the performance or result leaves you unhappy, you can say it was disappointing.
So tough loss sounds more emotional and human.
Yes.
And disappointing result sounds a little calmer and more analytical.
Nice distinction.
Another useful phrase is hard to take.
Very common in sports.
So if the team loses in the last minute, I might say, that was hard to take.
Exactly. It means emotionally difficult to accept.
Another useful word is heartbreaking,
Strong word. Use it when the loss feels especially painful.
like losing on penalties, conceding late, or missing a huge chance.
Yes. Heartbreaking is stronger than tough.
So if I want a more balanced line, I should stay with, that was a tough loss.
Exactly.
Another phrase people use is, they came up short.
Great phrase. It means they did not quite reach the goal they wanted.
So after a decent effort but a bad result, I might say, they came up short.
Very natural.
The nice thing about that was a tough loss is that it works for both fans and players.
Yes, it sounds natural in almost any sports conversation.
And it is short enough to say when you are still recovering emotionally.
Critical feature. Second line. They gave it their all.
This is a really warm, respectful phrase.
It means the team tried as hard as they could.
Even if they lost, they showed effort, commitment, and fight.
Exactly.
Another useful phrase here is left it all on the field.
Beautiful sports phrase. It means they gave every bit of energy they had.
Is that stronger than gave it their all?
Slightly more vivid, yes.
Another useful word is effort.
Important sports word. If the effort was strong, fans often respect the team even after a loss.
So I might say, the result was bad, but the effort was there.
Very natural.
Another phrase people use is they fought hard.
Yes, very common, especially in close games.
So after a narrow defeat, I can say, they fought hard, they gave it their all.
Exactly.
Another useful word here is spirit.
Good one. Spirit means the attitude, courage, and determination of the team.
So I can say, they showed real spirit.
Nice. That sounds supportive without pretending the result was good.
Which is important.
Very important.
Another phrase I hear is heads up.
Yes. If someone says, heads up or keep your heads up, They mean stay positive, do not lose heart.
So that can come after they gave it their all.
Exactly. Good emotional sequence.
I like this line because it gives people something to respect after a loss,
Yes. It shifts the focus from failure to effort.
which is healthier than screaming into a cushion.
Marginally. Third line. There's always next time.
This one is classic.
Very classic. It means today's result is not the end of the story.
Maybe the team can improve. Maybe another game is coming. Maybe the tournament is long.
Exactly.
It is a comforting phrase, not a tactical one.
Yes. You say it to encourage people and soften disappointment.
Another useful phrase is, they'll bounce back.
Great sports phrase. Bounce back means recover and perform better next time.
So if a strong team has one bad result, I might say, they'll bounce back.
Very natural.
Another useful word is recover.
Slightly more general, slightly less sporty, but still useful.
Another phrase I hear is, it's a learning experience.
True. That sounds calmer and more thoughtful.
Though maybe less fun immediately after losing.
Much less fun.
Another useful phrase is, they'll come back stronger.
Good one. That sounds optimistic and supportive.
So there's always next time is the simple comfort line.
Yes.
They'll bounce back sounds more sporty.
Exactly.
And they'll come back stronger sounds a little more encouraging.
Beautiful summary.
Thank you.
One more word here is regroup.
That means stop, reset, and prepare again?
Exactly. Teams regroup after setbacks.
So after a loss, I might say, they need to regroup.
Very useful.
This section feels emotionally responsible.
I contain multitudes.
Let's hear a cleaner version of the conversation. That was a tough loss.
It was, but they gave it their all.
True. And there's always next time.
Exactly. You can be disappointed without sounding hopeless.
That feels like a very useful life skill.
Sports teaches many things, including controlled sadness.
Let's do common mistakes.
Mistake 1. That lose was very hard.
Understandable, but unnatural.
Better. That was a tough loss.
Mistake 2. They tried with all power.
Better. They gave it their all.
Or they fought hard.
Mistake 3. Maybe next universe.
Creative, not helpful.
Better. There's always next time.
One more small mistake. Acting like effort means the result does not matter.
Good point. The result still matters.
But effort gives us a better way to talk about the loss.
Exactly.
Shadowing time.
Repeat after us if you can.
First one. Slowly. That was a tough loss.
That was a tough loss.
Again. That was a tough loss.
That was a tough loss.
Next one. They gave it their all.
They gave it their all.
Again, more naturally. They gave it their all.
They gave it their all.
Last one. There's always next time.
There's always next time.
One more time, with feeling.
There's always next time.
Nice.
Let's recap.
Today we learned 3 useful lines for talking about a loss.
1. That was a tough loss.
Use it when the defeat feels difficult or disappointing.
2. They gave it their all.
Use it when you want to respect the team's effort.
3. There's always next time.
Use it when you want to sound encouraging and hopeful.
We also learned disappointing, hard to take, heartbreaking, came up short, left it all on the field, spirit, bounce back, and regroup.
That is a lot of useful football English for a sad day.
Your action task is simple.
Think of one loss your team had recently.
Then say 3 things out loud.
That was a tough loss.
They gave it their all.
There's always next time.
If you can say those clearly, you can sound much calmer after a bad result.
Not understanding is not the end. Keep listening and the meaning will come.
See you next time.
Stay hopeful.
Even when the scoreboard refuses to cooperate.